Beam. Hello dear viewer. Let's say that I've found all the daycares in Nix, and they are no longer ruled by the Vandal, but they're not closed down either. Let us merely say that they are under new management. And I found this marvelous new daycare that the children are just raring to go to. Might be a bit cold, but at least we save on the heating now, don't we? Haha. But with the finding of this new daycare, I feel that it is my belief that we have entered a new era of Star Citizen. Welcome, dearest viewer, to Rockbreaker.
Jesus, am
Womack, you piece of shit.
Even though the first time I ever flew towards this great structure and died in a brilliant explosion due to the object in question not spawning in, it did not deter my curiosity of what this location would hold in store. I read no guides, knew not more than what they had shown us during last year's CitizenCon. I was blind as a bat, a mere baby with its arms outstretched as I attempted to learn how to put one foot before the other in this quest. As we landed and I took my first step into the elevator of this location, I realized that this would be something special. Just the appearance of the interior of a random elevator gave me hope for both Star Citizen and Squadron 42. Far more than the latest Squadron 42 update, which was fantastic, wasn't it? But if they had this level of detail in Squadron 42, it is in good hands to be a great game, but more on that later. So now, what is Rockbreaker?
Personally, I think you're a fucking idiot.
Rockbreaker is a soloable but preferentially group-played mission in the Nix system where you and your potential companions work together to bring an old mining station back online. Such as mining to create the lenses, repairing the doors, finding codes, finding the batteries, and shooting the natives. What's not to like, people? The mission ultimately culminates in the firing of a big laser, which is of course a nod to the Death Star firing scene in Star Wars, after which the asteroid is opened and you and your friends can mine to your heart's content. Beam Eyetracker.
Winners go home and prom queen.
What is, however, most important about this mission beyond just the gameplay is what this mission represents for the future of Star Citizen. This mission by itself raised my morale by quite a bit that someone at CIG actually pertains the capacity to create and game, which is something that I, alongside many others, have doubted for quite some time. But coming into land at this fantastic location and witnessing the level of detail in every room, nook and cranny, alongside the sheer atmosphere of this new location, is truly fantastic. This feels like the culmination of years of labor, of effort and tech being put into this game finally having arrived for the developers to put on this quite brilliant theme park ride for us. And this, of course, has led me to believe that this is a positive sign for Squadron 42, that a lot of the level designers from that game have been brought to Star Citizen, which means that we are hopefully in for quite the treat when Squadron 42 drops in 2 years. The new enemy types with their strange language, strange clothes and behavior is an excellent addition to the game and its lore, as I myself was getting rather tired of hearing the same English working-class gentleman screaming at me in a tight Stanton corridor. It is truly a wondrous thing, the level of POG we experienced as we tried the new tram system for the first time. Going on this simple monorail made us all actually feel like this was a game, and I could genuinely not fathom that this was Star Citizen. I know it is quite ridiculous when taken out of context, but these devs have been quite the dum-dums for over a decade now, so seeing such a simple, game-like aspect be implemented was a sight to behold, which should tell you of the level of faith I've had in them for the past couple of years. Rockbreaker felt a bit like a eureka moment that this game could indeed be a thing. To think that this was all being done on a server that could hold 600 players in a vast universe was something to think about indeed. And it further strengthened the belief and delusion within me that this game is actually possible.
Give me something for the cope and let me die.
And one of the most brilliant details of this mission has finally been added. After all this bloody time, after being teased as far back as 2015, with the latest to my knowledge showing of this feature being in 2017. That's 9 years ago. An applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the amazing return of the blinds! Yes, dear viewers, they are back, and by God, are they back in spades! Look at them go! Yes. We played through the whole thing on the first try without any major technical hurdles. So I doth say again, is this really Star Citizen? I can't quite believe it, to be honest with you. But, dearest viewer, what is that? What is that sauce that I smell cooking in the distance?
Welcome to the Rock.
The ASD facilities, Stormbreaker, Hathor, and now Rockbreaker. The roster of these large missions are growing, which is good, but of course also comes with the downside that I hope to see CIG address soon enough. Plenty of missions that were once in the game and have been AWOL for quite some time need a return. But not just a return of these formerly existing missions, also new missions. But they are adding new missions, they just added Rockbreaker, you say? And yes, indeed, they did. But these missions are, as many in the community have come to say, are a sort of theme park mission, with lots of crazy visuals and things to do. The theme park experience are taking over any sandbox event. Even Hathor, who may be the most sandboxiest, haha, but it is still one of those set pieces, perhaps not as much of a theme park as the rest of the missions, but I'll still bunch it in on the tail end with the others. What I say when I mean new missions aren't these grandiose set piece missions on such a massive scale. What I mean is that we need to see this kind of effort and detail put into smaller scale missions as well, and to emphasize this point, you and I are going to go on a little trip. Back to the past or the future that could have been back to the future past. Yes, we're going back to the past. We're going to look back. We're going all the way back to 2016 in the before times, when enthusiasm for the game was sky high and Squadron 42 was just around the corner.
And it's saying, we're hoping to show you a Squadron 42 mission, and we're not quite there yet.
During this year, critically, the Valakar worms were displayed for the first time in an excellent mission showcase of what they wanted to put into the game, at least at the time.
Fuck you, Citizen Con! Okay, I don't know if you actually heard that, but we have to say it now. Fuck you, Citizen Con! Okay.
CIG needs to bring this kind of mission into the game, where we investigate the surface of a planet and use more vehicles than just those capable of flight. But if we look past the grandiosity of the mission with a down javelin, let's look at what this mission actually contains. You locate a distress beacon on a planet and descend to the surface. You are unable to continue safe flight due to atmospheric issues, i.e. weather. You use your ground vehicle to investigate the distress signals. You then get ambushed. You fight your way to the source of the signal and disable it. And of course, this one ends in the reveal of one big wormy boy that would not be a decade late and overused like hell at all. No, not at all. So when you look at the mission's components, we can see that it is overall quite simple, and for the most part, I think that all this is ready to go in the game. They can use existing technology and tools to produce missions like this if they so wish. I believe that one of the things that CIG could do is bring back more of the older missions, perhaps diversify the classic that is the bunker mission and give us more variety. There are so many missions and mission types that are still missing in the game, and it is a real shame. Seemingly, these smaller, more bite-sized missions have taken a backseat to the spectacle. I believe some proof of this could be seen with their presentation during CitizenCon Direct last year. This, of course, leads me to believe that the next big mission we'll see after Rockbreaker is going to be the all-new, revamped Siege of Orison. It's another theme park and spectacle mission where you go to a location, shoot the bad guys, and win. There is, of course, nothing wrong with this, but ultimately, for a universe to feel alive, and for this universe to truly shine, we need a more diverse palette of missions to enjoy. Because what has happened every time with these new spectacular missions is that they drop once every 6 or so months, we play the absolute shit out of them, and ultimately, we get bored very fast. This is of course because the mission variables never change, the goals never change, and the location doesn't change. So in essence, a bunker mission on steroids. One aspect that is needed for this game to truly come alive is the variation. And these missions, like I said, can easily be created by CIG with the tools that they currently have available to them. They proved this in Rockbreaker, utilizing previously existing systems to create a fun, engaging, and great mission for us to enjoy. Now, why not give us this level of commitment on a smaller scale? These missions don't have to be revolutionary. Give us back our investigative missions, more variants in hand mining locales, more varied bunkers. Let us haul some cool shite, I don't know. You can figure it out, spaceman, can't you?
Okay.
As always, thank you all very much for watching. Join the Discord, join the org for fun times if you feel so inclined. Support the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing and all that other cringe shit. If you further wish to support the channel, you can do so by becoming a YouTube member or by giving some dosh on Ko-Fi. Ta-ta! As always, a stupendous thank you to all my wonderful Baru merchantmen, without whom all this content would probably be very improbable indeed. A marvelous and special thanks to my apex fishies of Raptor Jesus, Half-Breed, and Magic. A suspicious thank you to my wonderful Sue-Strummings of Combat Creations, The Duck, Big Kronk, and Davidri. My beautiful, fantastic people of Shmida, Ifenora, and Ignore Me. And a wonderful thank you to my enthusiasts of Longyawn, Bloodix, and Monk. Thank you all very much for the money.